day. Welcome to Words of Wisdom. Thank you for joining me. So lovely to see you. I have just done a wonderful meditation, the thymus chakra healing, this upper heart healing. So we're still very much all about the love today. In actual fact, I think I must light my red candle. Last night I did a beautiful new moon reading, and I think we're the day after our new moon. We're talking about love, and the thymus chakra is this this chakra between your throat chakra and your heart. Lower heart chakra is your upper heart chakra, and it's all about healing that part of you that's deepening the love. So let's see what today brings for us. But before we start, I was called to do a new moon spell. So, darkest skies, moon brand new, open paths, let light shine through. What was hidden is now revealed. What was broken is now healed. By this night I plant my will, silent stars fear me still. Pull my dreams from fact to fate, shape my life, illuminate. With each breath my magic grows like the tides. Like the tides brings power flows. What I seek shall come to be, as I speak, so mote it be. Sorry about that. I don't know what that word is. I can't read my own writing. Anyway, that is our new moon spell. Last night was our new moon here in the UK. Today the energy is really powerful, and to be very honest with you, I always seem to, after a new moon, I seem the next day to really find that I'm doing manifestations, meditations, spells. I'm not even being able to speak right now, so I don't know what's going on. But yes, interesting. So that is our spell for today on our magic table. And we're going to start today with our runes. Then we are going to ask for our Witch's Oracle wanting to come out to me today. And on top of my Witch's Oracle was a rose quartz heart, which is very apt considering that is the heart of the thymus chakra, your heart chakra, and it is the shape of a heart. So this is very apt. Obviously, there's a reason for everything. And then we're going to go with our Witch's Tarot to confirm and take our story today that is going to be coming out on our table. But let's start with our beautiful runes. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I've had a beautiful, blessed day. I do have blessed days. I'm very lucky. I have a lot of guidance, and I really am trying. I was just reading my Cosmic Purpose book, Out in the Sunshine. Oh, there's confirmation. Oh, right, okay. Oh, interesting today. We have still got our beautiful magical unicorn that is still with us. That's very beautiful and special. Magic is on our table, our beautiful unicorn. We've also got, is it Dalgas or Dagas? I'm not sure, but we will check. Names are coming to me slowly. We have got our Naughties, which was with us yesterday. And we have got that one. And almost a very similar. So we'll have a look at those two. All right. Maybe they are the same ones, just in different stone. But I feel like one is more like a tick and one is more like an L. But let's have a little look on the table. We've got 4 runes anyway. They were both in this sort of, I like the idea of the tick, you know the Nike symbol, just do it. Tick, yes, just do it. I'm feeling very called at the minute to say, just do it. Just go ahead. Just really, keep going. Keep up with your knowledge, your knowing, your learning. That is something very, very prevalent for me at the minute. I'm just going to have a quick look in my... Right, so this one, yeah. So this one is Laguz, and it's that way around. All right. And this one is Kenaz. So these are two new ones on our table today, my friends. This one is Manaz. So we haven't had Manaz for a while. And then, of course, we've got our, not naughties. I was wrong. Halgaz. That has been with us a lot. Halgalaz. All right, so there we go. Halgalaz and then two new runes that have come out. So that's interesting on a new moon day. That's beautiful. All right, so Halgalaz, as usual, we will remind us what Halgalaz is all about, because it's important to start our thoughts, our processes. It's about interference. It can be about transformation. What did I just say? Two new runes on a new moon day. Wow. Gotta speak today. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it's all about reminding ourselves that quick transformations can come about, and also reminding ourselves that success in navigating difficult situations, breaking unhealthy patterns. We do know that we often feel it is difficult to alter development and transformation and go about something very different, our patterns, our behaviors. And that is the rune reminding us that life-altering transformation is significant, even though it can be rocky at first, even if we don't really know what is to come from it. It's something that we've got to do. And I was actually reading about that in my Cosmic Purpose book by Kirsty Gallagher. And it's about that soul purpose of being nudged along and pushed along, and time for change and time for transformation. And we're knowing it, we're hearing it. There's a nudge, there's a knowing, but we're not necessarily following it, you know. So that is what that rune is all about. Then we've got Manaz. And Manaz is about humanity, the self, support, assistance, intelligence, and family. It is about the rune of humankind. We've had it before. It's about representing yourself, your journey, yourself, your knowing, your inner voice. What is whispering to you? What can you hear? This is you. You can't go to somebody and say, oh, you know what? I'm feeling like this nudge. What do you think? And expect them to go, follow it. Do what you want. Unless you're talking to someone like me, because most people are going to be going, well, what are you talking about? Or they might even say, well, you know, oh, you could give up that job, but what would you do, you know? Or you might have people that are taking it to another step. You can't do that. Don't be silly. And that immediately. So it's about your knowing, your inner self. This is your journey. We are part of shared experiences, no matter our specific language, physical appearance, or beliefs. At the same time, Manaz represents the self with particular emphasis on one's inner being. All right. So, help or cooperation from others, increase mental agility, improve memory, promote your harmonious relationships, success in legal and academic issues. So it is about connections. But of course, when we're on a spiritual journey, it can sound quite cray-cray, to be quite honest. We kind of like think to ourselves often, oh, am I mad? Am I going mad? Why, you know? And it is hard sometimes to explain that to people that aren't on a spiritual journey, that don't understand this type of story. That aren't an awakening or transforming or enlightenment, that aren't in any spiritual beliefs. It's very difficult to connect with them. So this is why it's really important on our soul journeys, on our journeys now, to connect with others that are like-minded, that are understanding, that have experienced similarities that, you know, this is why you're probably listening to me. You're looking for guidance in some way, and I'm looking for guidance, and I like to connect to you and to my readers, and I connect to my cards, and I definitely connect to source. So that is what, that really is an important message right now for our new moon day reading. All right, so then let's go to Laguz. So Laguz, remember, it's that one. All right. Laguz, water flow intuition. Third eye has come up today already. The unconscious psychic ability and the feminine growth. Like I said, the importance of being connected. Source is nudging you, telling you, listen to that intuitive whisper. Listen to yourself. Listen to your guidance, your feelings. Laguz is the water rune, which symbolizes the element of all its forms: rivers, streams, lakes, seas, and oceans, the rain, and even the water contained within our bodies. It's also connected to emotions, because water is connected to emotions, the cleansing of unwanted energy through tears, and the unpredictability of life, the unknown. So if you are being tossed around in the emotional waters of a situation, Laguz invites you to release your resistance and go with the flow. So it's interesting how I started the reading by saying the day after I kind of get into that meditation, new moon, I did a spell. I didn't do all of that last night. For me, the energy is so potent today. And that is what I was kind of feeling. So perhaps you're the same. Perhaps your emotional side really comes into play after that full moon, the new moon, and maybe it comes before a full moon. So you might find that you have that sort of pattern. Don't know why I'm telling you this. It'll come clear, I'm sure. Okay, so release. Adaptability is key here, as continuing to resist your circumstances will only plunge you further in disharmony. It's your journey. The same is true when it comes to positive circumstances. Acknowledge and enjoy them with gratitude. Don't cling to them as the source of your happiness. Let the fluidity of life guide you rather than trying to control and direct it. That is beautiful. Absolutely. As the rune of water, Laguz is also the rune of intuition and the subconscious. You may be getting a lot of intuitive hits from your inner self right now. Be sure to follow your gut, even if your brain is telling you differently. Okay? Brain, our mind, is often associated with our ego self. And our mind will say, come on, don't be silly now. Okay, you're not good enough, or you don't know, or whatever. Be a bit for friend. It's trying to protect us, isn't it? But you know, they say our ego shouts, our intuitive whispers. And actually, I've just been called to get the intuitive whispers card as well for you. So we're going to do that as well. Definitely, before I forget today. Going on the magic table right here. Beautiful. All right. Stay open and receptive to the messages coming from the spirit world and your higher self. Trust your own inner process to help you navigate any stormy seas. Okay, so additional meanings. It's also symbolic of a feminine energy. Interesting, as the new moon, as the moon is a feminine energy, representing woman in the context of male-female relationships. Feminine strength and support are indicated here. Creativity and growth are further aspects of this rune. So Laguz is sometimes translated to mean leek, an edible and magical herb. Leeks grew wild in northern Europe and were considered symbols of growth and virality. Very interesting. In this context, it represents the life force found with all matter on earth. If you have been hiding or ignoring a creative talent, this rune is now nudging you to develop it, as you will facilitate further growth in your life. It could be that you need to shake up that creative spark in some way. So the magical uses: increase intuitive and psychic abilities, healthy feminine energy, creativity, maintaining equanimity in difficult situations. Beautiful. All right, so that's that one. And then let's go with our final rune that's on the table today, which is Kenaz. Now, Kenaz is part of Freya's Ayat, which is Freya's Ayat speaks to what is needed for basic existence on Earth, for experiencing and interacting with other humans. So we've got this situation right now, haven't we? As well as the divine. So it's listening to that spiritual journey right now. And for living a fulfilling life. So Kenaz, there it is there. Let me show you. I'll show you there. Kenaz. Translation: beacon, torch, fire, and firebrand. Keywords are light, heat, illumination, breakthrough, and creative fire. So Laguz is about creativity, and this is about creative fire. And it was very funny. I'll share this with you. As I was doing my cosmic purpose reading, one of the things that she talked about, I'm just having a look to see where the book is and see if I can get it for you, because I think this is important to talk to you about as well today. So lovely. I'm so blessed. All right. Where did I read it here? All right. So when you live in this way, you take conscious control over your own cosmic purpose and become a powerful co-creator with the universe. You get to become an active participant in the unfolding of your soul's journey and allow your soul to weave, experience, create, and live through you. Sink into deep trust and surrender, knowing that you are always supported and guided and have an entire cosmic realm on your side that wants the best for you and your soul's revolution. So she asks here, how do you need to begin to meet the universe halfway in creating the life that you desire? And for me, I am doing that because it does say here, where did I read it? And I think this is an important part. If you want to manifest a new job, are you sending out CVs? You've got to play your part. If you want to put yourself, if you want a new partner or friendships, you've got to put yourself out there in situations where you can meet new people. If you want to manifest purpose, are you spending time doing things and with people that make you purposeful? And that is exactly what I was thinking. It's time. I'm doing this. I've started this. This was my nudge. This is my story. I'm learning my runes. I'm learning. I've got my different cards. I'm connecting. I'm doing my readings. I'm doing all of that. But I need to do some more. At the end of September, I've got a lovely gong sound bath workshop that I'm going to go to. I need to do more. I need to get more involved in practice with others of like-minded. And I said this to you. So this is an important message right now for us. So that is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. Be sure to take the lessons of your enlightenment to heart. Allow the power and energy of this illuminating experience to open the way for you and propel you along your path. So harness the power where you can bring your projects to fruition. Interesting. Magical uses: creativity, inspiration, healing, love, balanced relationship, and adds power to runic talismans. Loving that. Absolutely loving that. So, my darlings, let me have a little drink of some water because that was just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm now going to ask our beautiful tarot cards. I want to just hold my crystal in my bra as I always do, my heart crystal. Oh, thank you, Spirit, for this guidance, this wonderful, wonderful guidance for myself and for my wonderful person who needs to hear it right now, who is here with us. And let's give you some guidance. So we know it's a new moon. We know we need our soul purpose to follow our journey, to work on our inner work, inner self. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, let's do this. Please, Spirit, if you could give us some guidance on this new moon day. Absolutely jumped out. Rot and decay. Now, this is interesting. It festers when left in the shadows. Bring it to life by giving it away. Very interesting. Release and surrender. Release and surrender. Rot and decay. Let me read it to you. Whilst before I even did my reading and my meditation, I was outside actually giving all my plants a trim and a cut and a pulling out weeds and turning the earth. So key words are cycles of life and death and sacrifice for the greater good. It festers when left in the shadows. Bring it to life by giving it away. Flowers can't bloom forever, and even the summer experiences death, decay, and the need to sacrifice small parts for the health of the whole. It may seem like a waste on the surface, but Mother Nature knows what she's doing and nothing dies in vain. Some fruits and vegetables will fall to the ground and rot, their sacrifice offering nourishment that makes the most fertile soil. The more fruitful your life is, the more you have to sacrifice. With abundance also comes the need to shed what is weighing you down, has been forgotten, or wasn't sweet enough for your harvest. Rot and decay reminds you that abundance doesn't mean you need to have everything, for that would no longer be abundant but greed. So rather it means you have more than enough for the way you wish to live. If you find you are carrying too much, receiving this card is your sign to leave something behind in service of your greater good. Consider how you may be spreading yourself too thin, focusing on things you aren't passionate about. New projects, your creativity, what is it? Holding on to old ideas that are no longer facilitating your growth. Don't allow the need for more to weigh you down, in fear that your good favor will run out or that there won't be another chance. There will always be another season of harvest. So that is a very interesting card. Rot and decay. What is it that is festering and decaying and you're not paying attention to? I had to go and trim my lavender bush, and even though there are sort of purple heads on it, they are all rotting away. They're decaying now. And there was a bumblebee that kept flying around, going from one to the other. Really, I think he was really, really hopeful that he would find something. And I kept thinking, I should have done this quicker. He needs some, some fresh lavender. So I've trimmed it all now and hope that it will regenerate for him. Sun tea, slow, intentional, delicious interweaving with life holds more magic than you think. And actually, that's an interesting one to do, because I was going to do some sun tea. And I must look at that spell again. Remember, I read that out to us before. Sun tea. We've also got sun wheel. We've got 41 and 42. Make sure to catch your breath. You are in for an unexpected journey. And we have country cottage. It is time for the seeker to look within. What haunts you can only be faced by you. Very interesting, because that was really my story this morning. I really had an aha moment, and it's based on something that it's been a while, kind of not festering, but it is, and it's going to come back round, and it's going to keep coming into my thoughts, and I've got to understand it. Sometimes it's okay to make mistakes, and sometimes we make a mistake in life, and it can be at a time, I don't know why I'm telling you this, so bear with, that you were in a very different scenario, different place, and as you heal, as you turn yourself inside out, as you take a look at you as a person and don't blame outer events and outer situations, and you just take your lessons for you, these things will come back, and you will then recognize, okay, Why? What was it all about? What have I learned since then? Would I do the same thing again? Definitely not, because now I'm a different version of me. I'm in a different place. And if it's affecting other people in a bad way, obviously then it needs to be addressed. But if it's not affecting anybody in a bad way at all, if it was just for you to learn your lesson in some way, then it's not going to be any good hanging on to it and hoping you can make a change. Do you know this sort of thing where you see people trying to justify themselves and they dig themselves deeper and deeper into the hole? It's like, just be quiet, it doesn't matter. No one's getting harmed here. You don't need to. You can just release it and let it go, because it's important as part of the understanding of your journey. And this can be from a long time ago that it can reappear into you. So that is something I'm saying. I don't know why, but you might need to hear it, my friends. So let's have a little look at our Sun T again. Number 41. Number 41 was our Sun T. Where is it? So it's slow magic, calm living, simplicity. Oh, Sun Tea is slow magic in the most delicious way. Just fill a mason jar with fruit and herbs and let the sun gently extract precious nutrients. Actually, I did go and make this tea. I've just remembered. I actually did go and make this recipe. Regular tea bags, use 4 bags for cause. Yeah, it is hibiscus for the spell, but any herbal tea will work, and you can even mix your tea bags. And I did put this in the container with water, and I placed tea bags, lavenders and flowers in it. Leave the container in the sun for 2 or 3 hours and place it in the fridge, and then drink it slowly. Be present and enjoy. I did do that, actually. I think I did it before I went to Tuscany, to be fair. Okay, whether you're doing it for a physical or spiritual reason, sometimes the biggest magic is found in the smallest acts of bliss. So going for a walk in nature, going and trimming your lavender. Simplify, simplify, simplify. Less is more when pulling the Sun Tea card. Don't make things harder than they need to be by introducing too many options. Exactly. Too many steps, too many things. Don't keep digging, digging, digging. Because you don't need to. There's no harm being done. If there is, then you definitely need to sort that out. All right, so that is there's no rush to move things along faster than is necessary. I'm getting hiccups, so this is confirmation. So you can slow down and rest assured you aren't missing out. Don't feel pressure to go out when you don't feel like it, or say yes to an opportunity just because it's available. The whole world doesn't need to be famous or rich or eccentric or living life in the fast lane. No lifestyle is bad or wrong as long as it fulfills your needs. Okay, that is really beautiful. And number 7 is Country Cottage. And this one is sustainability, self-sufficiency, independence. So there's certainly no shortage of spiritual teachers, programs, tools on offer, including this deck you're holding. But the trouble with relying too much on someone else to guide you is that you lose the ability to stimulate your own healing and rewards. You are expecting someone else to show you the way rather than you finding it for yourself. What did I say? Yes, someone might say, oh, great, you're on your spiritual journey, well done, and then you keep going back to them and, even listening to me, or I do the same, listening to somebody else. But actually, ultimately, it is part of the holistic journey for you, not to make it happen. It's not because of, it's part of, it's guidance. And there's lots and many ways that spirit will guide you. Just in seeing numbers, I've seen 14 today and 15 today. So, that for me, those numbers. I just said 41 and 42 are here on the table together. 31 and 7 is 10, completion. Very interesting. And 3 and 1 is 4, 4 and 1 is 5, 4 and 2 is 6, and we have a 7. Numbers run for a reason. Spirit wants to show things to us, and we must thank them. And there's 44 on the on this page. 44. And you know 4 is all about guidance, right? So that's really good. So what you could be lacking if you've pulled this card to encourage you to trust in your own guidance. You know what you need to succeed. You know what's you're serving your highest good. You know what you want and you know what you need. What you're lacking is belief in yourself. Making a mistake or getting things wrong is part of the process, not a reason to quit or doubt yourself. It's okay to make mistakes. Remember I said, you'll learn from your failures than you will fall from your successes. If nothing else, they'll be your own choice, your choices, your mistakes, and your determination to rise when you fall. Stay on the path you're on and have faith in your desires and ability to bring your rewards to life. In a more practical sense, this card appears when you are being a little bit too needy and should try to be more independent. It's fine to ask for help or want to experience life with others, but don't take anyone's time or resources for granted. You're more capable than you have allowed yourself to believe, and you are fine to continue on this path alone. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so let's call upon our beautiful tarot and see what it is that we are asking. 3 of Cups, straight out. Oh, I'm gonna shuffle these again because these. Okay. No, these are the ones then. Have these. I'm not even allowed to shuffle the cards today. Right, we've got the Ace of Swords. Now, it was in reverse the other day, but here it is, upright, ready for us. Power to us. We have the Star. Beautiful Star card. Absolutely beautiful. 4 cards underneath are 4 Witches Oracle cards. We have Judgment. And we have the beautiful Empress. The beautiful Empress. Under Sun Wheel. Under Sun Wheel. Did I read Sun Wheel? I can't remember now. Catch your breath. Catch your breath. Number 42. I might not have. I was distracted. Why was I distracted? That was very strange. 42. The Sun Wheel. Movement, adventure, taking action. Be prepared. The presence of the Sun Wheel in a reading means things are about to speed up. You can expect a shift in movement in any number of ways. Project suddenly gaining significant traction, finding yourself on an adventure halfway across the world, a whirlwind romance, or even the sudden urge to get up and move your physical body. This type of dynamic energy is exciting and generally stimulates positive outcomes, but change can be overwhelming, even good changes. So be sure to make time to catch your breath and plant your feet firmly on the ground. Receiving this card is a sign to take action and get the ball rolling. Exactly. If you want that new job, you need to look out there for that new job. Yeah, if you want a new partner, you need to go out and meet people. It is a very good indication of success if you're willing to act quickly. Even small steps taken at this time can stimulate significant leaps. Just be sure to know what you want before making your moves, as you don't want to find yourself with a plethora of opportunities only to realize you don't actually know where you're headed. The energy of the Sun Wheel is quick to come and quick to go, so don't waste it with indecision. Beautiful. Now that the Empress is under our Sun Wheel, so the Empress stands in her feminine power, and that's what was on our table. Okay, feminine energy. We have got the Moon. Feminine energy, so our feminine power. Empress is all about rebirth, transformation, change. It is about fertility, but we are taking action now. We are taking action. Our Ace of Swords. Let's do this together. Okay, I am going to read the Star, which is 17, because it is a major arcana, and it is, we are the light of the stars. The cosmos is also within us. We are made of star stuff. So the Star brings with it balance and hope, and a reminder that we all have a spark for divine within us. As Carl Sagan said, we are all made of star stuff. So while the star promises us that we will find what we seek, it also reminds us to look within as well as without for the answers. Beautiful. And to let our light shine out into the world to illuminate the paths of others. I'm loving that. And that is under Sun Tea, which is slow, intentional, delicious interweaving with life holds more magic than you think. And under our country cottage, where we have to look within, okay, what haunts you can only be faced by you is the Judgment card, another major arcana. So let's see what that says to us. Where has your path led you, and where will it lead you now? Are you following your own music or dancing to someone else's tune? The Judgment card reminds us to listen to our own inner wisdom. This is magic today. Absolute magic. It can also be a suggestion that we are judging ourselves too harshly or taking others' judgment of us to heart. If this card shows up in your reading, it may be an indication it's time to let go of the old and embrace the new. A rebirth and renewal awaits if you are willing to go down the path that will take you to them. Absolute magic. Absolute magic. And finally, number 3, our beautiful Empress. Embrace growth, abundance, and your own feminine power. The Empress says yes to life. Do you? What are you growing in the garden that is your life? Lavender. Are you nurturing yourself in your own endeavors? The Empress may represent you or some strong woman in your life, a mother or a role model or someone with strong nurturing energy. Or she could even indicate pregnancy. Celebrate the divine feminine in your life, no matter what form it takes. That is absolutely amazing. And finally, we'll have one card, Intuitive Whispers. That little whisper, just to finish off this beautiful, beautiful, magical reading. I am absolutely blown away. Just before we get to the 40, let's do it. One card, please, Spirit. One card. Our Intuitive Whispers. We're having a good shuffle, that is for sure. Oh, no. What is it? Come on. One card, please, Spirit. One card. We're doing it. One card is coming. I can feel the energy building. The energy is building. The energy is building. Bear with. 37 on the clock. Okay, there they are. Let go of control. Allow, my friend. Allow. And there was one more. Listen from the heart. I can't write this. Absolutely amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Listen from your heart and look at that beautiful heart-shaped rose quartz that I've got right here sitting by my heart chakra, and it was on top of these cards. So my darlings, listen from the heart. Have a wonderful, wonderful new moon day. I wish you all the love in the world, love and light. I'll see you again soon. Thank you for joining Words of Wisdom.